Welcome to the Coffee Club, broadcasting live from New York with your host, Felix, and co-host, Dr. Mark. So let's have a cup of coffee and enjoy the show.
Where are you now?
There is no heaven. There is no hell. There is only this world and its dark reflection. And we do not know in which of the two worlds we are.
Good evening, live from New York. It is the Coffee Club with your hosts, Felix.
And me.
Who's me?
Dr. Mark.
Dr. Mark, how are you tonight?
So far, you haven't insulted me, so I'm doing okay.
Okay, well, it's the show just started.
Give it time, right?
Give it time. Yeah. We'll figure out something. Hey, I got a question for you. Yogi Berra.
Oh, we're starting with...
Was that started because of Yogi Berra? The cartoon?
I don't know. It's like, which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Yeah.
I mean, Yogi was an old guy, so I don't know when Yogi Berra was a Hanna-Barbera cartoon from the 50s. Yogi was playing ball back in the 40s. So I would think that Yogi Berra came first, and then Yogi Berra. At least that's what I would think. But if anybody out there knows better than me, hey, give us a call. What is our number?
51646-595-3275. Give us a call.
By all means.
Hey, Yogi.
Well, Yogi, in one of the interviews that he gave in the past, said that he doesn't even remember saying half the things that were attributed to him as being said, But we have a nice long list, ladies and gentlemen. We have about 50 things that we'll be sharing during the course of the evening.
Now, was Yogi just that smart or that stupid?
If you want to know the truth, I think Yogi was playing the sports writers and everybody and the announcers forever. I think that country boy, comic reading, illiterate person who couldn't put a sentence together, I think he was fooling everybody, just like Casey Stengel with his Stengelisms. Casey Stengel also. I mean, Casey Stengel would talk, and nobody would understand what he was saying. So it's like, you remember Professor Irwin Corey?
Yeah.
I think it's like that. I think Irwin Corey and there was a comedian who was a former English teacher.
Yeah, I know you're talking about dark hair.
Yeah, Italian guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, he used to butcher the English language. He used to purposely use incorrect words in a sentence. But he knew exactly what he was doing. Okay?
He was a comedian.
All part of the act. And I think that's how it was with Yogi. They perceived him in that way, and he just went along with it. He was content. But, with the passing of Yogi, the only one left from that great Yankee dynasty now is Whitey Ford. Whitey Ford is still alive. He's also pushing 90, well into his 80s. You really can't count some people because I don't think they were with the Yankees long enough. I mean, you have Dr. Bobby Brown, he's retired now, a cardiologist in Texas. He played third base for the Yankees. And he left the Yankees to go to medical school and became a premier cardiologist. He became a cardiologist, and he was also president of the American League for a while. So I know he's still alive because he was at the last Yankee Old Timers game. Yogi was missed, but then again, we all knew that at the time Yogi was in really failing health. It's the one by one, they pass, and it's just a matter of time. Yogi had a long life. He had a good life. In World War II, he was wounded, got a Purple Heart, came home. As were many of the players of that era. Ted Williams, many of them served in the service.
Anyway, also, let's just get off the topic and jump a little bit. Pope Francis left.
Arrividerci, Papa.
Arrividerci, Papa. He left with a bang.
Well, I tell you,
a papal bang.
He certainly left his mark. Look, there are certain things that he's not going to change. I think it was very interesting that, Peter King, after the Pope addressed Congress, happened to say that the Pope was too liberal on climate change for him, obviously a Republican, and that the Pope should stick to religious matters because he's not a scientist.
Well, he is a scientist.
Exactly. That was going to be my next comment. He's a graduated engineer. He has a degree in engineering. Okay. He knows what he's talking about. And you're talking about the vicar of Christ, okay? You're talking about the guy who has the pipeline to Jesus, to God, all right? Why should he keep quiet?
It's in the Bible.
Catholics look to him as a leader.
And it's in the Bible.
What?
That we must take care of our earth.
That's right.
So I think
that's in Genesis, isn't it?
I'm not sure, but anything that he said about any of his policies were directly out of the Bible. So it's not like he just came out and said things out of his hat. He's been sticking with everything. He doesn't allow, marriages between a man and a woman. He doesn't
believe in abortion.
He doesn't approve of gay people.
He believes that they should be allowed to live their lives. He doesn't believe they should marry.
Yeah.
He doesn't believe they should adopt children. But he's for many social issues. He is rather positive.
And he said, and then like his famous word is, "Who am I to judge?"
Right. Who am I to judge?
So.
And he's actually willing now to address the issue of all those young boys who are now grown men who were abused by Catholic priests in America. He's appointing a commission to look into it, and he said nothing is going to be swept under the rug.
He said they will be taken care. They'll be punished. And
Did he say heads will roll or balls will roll?
I
think he said heads will roll.
Yeah.
I think so too.
I don't know if he's going to say anything about balls will roll, but it's possible.
I don't mean any disrespect to the Pope. I really like him. And many people, many non-Catholics like this Pope as well.
Yeah. I mean, he's well...
Every place he went, people were lining the streets. They just wanted to see him. Wanted to listen to his words, to his prayers. I mean, how often is it that a pope comes to America?
Not too often. Boy, the silence. We both just stopped talking. What the heck is going on? Time to put on a song. I'm not going to let this happen. What kind of music you want to hear tonight?
Well, I mean, it's not that we stopped talking. I mean, we could have gone to some yogiisms before you played music. That's up to you.
Well, we just went silent, which I don't like.
Well,
silence.
I know you're dying to put on a song, so go ahead.
No, not at all. We went into silence there. We both did, and I'm not sure what we did, but we did. Okay, I'm just gonna play something out of the top of my head. Nichelle Colvin, and she's from United States. So let's hear somebody from America and see what's going on here. We're getting messages, and I don't know who they are, so I'm going to listen to my messages and see who's trying to get a hold of us.
Let's go, baby. Touch me right. I already know. Exclusive mix. Get over here. Let's do it. Touch me right. It's your boy Pug. Touch you right. Exclusive. Who said a thug? Can't be gentle, attentive, intelligent, defensive, resume extensive. Get over here, it's your body I enter. You know I got you covered like a blanket in the winter. I make you fall in love, I'm very hands-on. The sexual attraction is mad strong, no matter add on. It's getting to be mission impossible to keep my pants on. So how you want it, baby?
There's a particular way that you have to handle me. I ain't no rag doll.
Come here.
There's a particular way that you have to handle me. I'm not your basketball.
Sit down on this bed.
There's a particular way that you have to handle me. I come with instructions, babe. Handle me.
Let me holler at you for a second.
There's a particular way that you have to handle me. Welcome to the upgrade.
Let's go, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what I just did, but I did something. I turned off the music. So I don't know what I did. One of our listeners has requested a baseball song. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to play. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got to find something.
Carrie maybe doing Take Me Out to the Ball Game?
I don't know. I know this is not something I usually look for. Is baseball, but let's see what this is. Let's give it a shot. What is this? You don't want to? I can't be playing music now? Ladies and gentlemen, I don't understand this. All I want to play was a little song about baseball.
Well, we can do something about that.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the ball crowd.
Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back, for it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes,
you're out at the old ball game.
Gee, I thought that was pretty good.
No, that was good. Come on. Now, what should we do for an encore?
Well, for an encore, we'll mention a couple of yogiisms that I'm sure you're all familiar with. For example, when you're driving and you come to a fork in the road, take it. You never know.
Okay, here we go.
Wait, you can observe a lot simply by watching. Well, this is not half as good as my singing.
That's why I want you to sing along. This is
An open day, no one will say the country's gone to hell in a handbasket. 'Cause if it's just you and me, section 03, with a beer and a